I'm just about to complete Rushing on Thin Ice and go to Flames of Betrayal. I've got a 3-star Neon. I've upgraded the Koenigsegg. And after, I think, the first race of the next chapter, I should get a 3-star Jaguar SE. And then I'll spend some seasonal tokens probably on the other 3 Jaguar blueprints from the Legend Store, from the special offers section of the Legend Store. The second offer after, because I've already bought the 3 for the Neon. And I've got a feeling that stuff might be the only stuff we can buy with seasonal currency. The Koenigsegg for 18,000 with the 6 blueprints of it. And then the relay pack with the Drive Syndicate cars. I think it's a waste to spend season tokens on the Janetta. Then even all real tokens, to say that. I didn't look at what the mission was, if I just got to win the race against this AI. I'm going quite slowly. My hair's in my eyes. Don't want to I've got very long hair now, and I don't want to put a hairband on because it damages the hair. And it's all wet. I don't think that much about it, but I just don't like tying it up. But it's got very long. I'm not really sure how to deal with it. It's the first time in my life I've had long hair. It's taken me 2 years to get it to this length. I was working out all the formulas for how many hairs you can lose a day. Sort of how many hairs have you got on your head? How fast does each one grow? How long is one at any point in time, and how many can you lose each day before you've reached maximum potential hair mass? And it sort of felt like around 2 to 3 years for most people, that before you're losing the quantity of hair, because one hair, when you've got very long hair, one hair is a lot of hair to lose. And so if you lose 100, and you lose more per day the more hair you have, so it's sort of, you reach this threshold point where it can't grow any further because it's falling out at 100 meters a day or 50 meters a day. I think I grow about 50 to 100 meters of hair a day on my head. Anywhere between 100 and 200,000 hairs on your head, growing 0.5 mil to 1 mil a day. Oh, I get them straight away. I thought I had to do one more race to get these blueprints. Cool. So that takes me to 3-star. Quite a way in. How many do I need to get to 4-star? Have I got any WildCards to hack it with? And what do I need? I don't really know what I need. I'm assuming you need at least 3-star to do the final pinned missions, but I'll be able to progress now. I don't really read this. I'll be able to progress now with this 3-star car at hazard level 3. And then there's more blueprints in the rewards. So what do you need? Required rank 2199. I'm already at 2468 and it's going to go to 2704. I've got WildCards, more than I need to star it up. So I'm going to star it up again to 4-star. I had 9, sweet. Star it up again. So I'm going into this with 4-star, and I won't have to spend any Syndicate coins actually now. I didn't even look in the shop. The thing that changes price are the packs. But I'm not going to buy any cash packs. It's only 35 to the next star, but I'm not going to go to 5-star. I don't think you need to go to 5-star at all to finish all the pinned missions on this Flames of Betrayal. And I'll get there now. I'm going to do it all today, this flame, because I know I'm behind. Take this out on one race. I'm not going to upgrade it yet. It's upgraded to 2 stars, I think, which is all it's needed for this race. What's the last thing? Couldn't see that last challenge. And that's made me forget the other. Was there Shockwave 7 and Drift something? got the menu in the way. I think I had to drift, I think it was drift 1,000 meters, but it looked too long for drift 1,000 meters. The reason I don't use miles an hour, even though I'm British, is because other things were always shown in meters. So you'd get like a season mission in meters, but your measurement on the screen was in yards, because they thought because we do miles an hour, we want to talk in yards. And then the max speed on the stats page doesn't change to miles an hour. When you change the settings to miles an hour, that stays as kilometers an hour. So it got really confusing. And then when I started the YouTube channel, people were like, your speed's different. So I then had to definitely change to kilometers an hour. Just made it much easier. Even though in reality, I think in miles an hour. I don't really know what kilometers an hour are in terms of what it feels like to go. I have to back calculate it to miles an hour to know what speed that is in my head. But I think when gaming, it doesn't matter what those numbers are. It doesn't matter if they're meters per second in a flying spaceship. It just doesn't matter. It's an arbitrary number. It's just to compare to another. It's not arbitrary when you're sat in the car and you can hit a wall. I'm just putting in shockwaves just because I'm sure I had to stick them in, and it's 7 and I wasn't counting. But I can't remember other... Oh, that was risky. And shove some 360s in. I've done enough drifting in all the challenges. It was 700 meters drift and 4 shockwaves. I've just realised that now I've got the Jaguar to 4 stars, I'm not going to want to spend the season tokens on this pack down here. Because I don't need any more blueprints for it, and it's only 3 blueprints, and it's 8,000 tokens. 8,000 season tokens. That's the equivalent to 480 tokens as a Legend Pass holder, or 240 blue tokens if you're a free player. So actually I will still spend them, but not now. I'll spend them when I want the 600 LT blueprints, which again I might not need as well. I'll keep grinding. So I'm a few hours later now, and with my 4-star Jag, I've done Flames of Betrayal 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now I get to Flames of Betrayal 5, where you need a 5-star to do the hazard level 3s. And I'm not going to make it 5-star because I think the pinned missions for the previous thing, only need a 2-star car. I think that is 2468. Yeah, so the pinned missions, the 30,000. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, the 30,000 pinned missions that I haven't unlocked yet will probably need a 3-star car, and I'd like to get them, and I'm going to get them anyway. So even if I upgrade further, that the only financial gain is the hazard level difference for the 35,000 points here. So the difference in proportion you get between those 2 levels will be the amount I lose by not making it 5 stars, but it would cost me more to make it 5-star. The packs are a lot, so 16,000 for each pack. I would first buy these, and there's 10 of them available, but as we know, the price ascends, and so that would still leave me on 15. If I got to 15 there, I could go to the shop, and I'm going to get these anyway, I think, at some point, but I could go to the shop and get these ones with season tokens, but then that's just 3, so I'm on, 18, and then I'd have to get the remaining 15 with the loot packs, and that might take me anywhere from 1 to 15 packs, which could cost 100,000 or more. So I'm just going to proceed with a 4-star car to finish Flames of Betrayal, and then collect my blueprints for the 600 LT. I will also, I'll have to upgrade the Koenigsegg. I've got 62,000 in the bank at the moment. I haven't done the pinned missions from Flames of Betrayal. I know I'm going to get to the end, so I'll just upgrade and see the cost. Yeah, it's quite cheap. It's just 30,000 needed. So yeah, I've got a friend coming over now, so I can't carry on playing, but I'll finish Flames of Betrayal this afternoon. in the background, and then I'll start blasting through destruction tonight. I get 25,000 more Syndicate coins for finishing this race as well. That's the bonus, the next reward point before the 600 LT blueprints. And I think I'm just going to check the 600 LT that I can't apply. Maybe I've got wildcards that I can apply now, because had I got my Jag 2 3-star before I didn't read the objectives. Had I got my Jag to 3 stars before I did something, and that's made me forget what I'm thinking about completely. Because I can't remember what the objectives are now, so I've got to do every single type of stunt just to make sure I complete the objective. Drift ages, because they've been really into drifts on these Greenland tracks. Get some barrels in, get some 360s in one go, finish the race, don't wreck, do 7 shockwaves, do 7 perfect nitros. Yeah, what would I have done with my Jag 3-star? Oh, had I got it to 3-star before I started the round, I could have, before I started the Jag round, I could have used more wildcards on it, because I had 7 wildcards left over it. C-class 3-star. 3-star? Yeah, at 3-star. I don't think I've got any at 4-star, any wildcards, but I'll just check. Oh no, I have, for the Jag. For the 600 LT, I'll check. My Jakruma is 2-star. I haven't talked about that too, but my Jakruma is 2-star. So actually I was in quite a good position for this Drive Syndicate. I just assumed we would have to spend to get through the first stage, but it is quite lenient with 2-star Neon. Do I get a reward then? Yes, 25,000. The garage hasn't changed yet. Yeah, I'm not going to buy the blueprints. I don't care that the garage, the shop's going to change items. I'm going to sacrifice these 10 blueprints here. I just want to see my McLaren. See if there's any wildcards I can apply. No. I've used all my wildcards, but the 30 blueprints that I'm going to get from the Koenigsegg race will take me right the way to 2 off 4-star, which I can then use the singles for to just go to 4-star, and do the same with the McLaren on the next chapter. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you.